Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Avengers in Trading. We're gonna be covering some of the meme stocks like AMC and GameStop, and maybe even Avis. But as you can see here, we had a nice little 7% pop today on AMC. That does not mean that it's a reversal. But if you look at here, this was the pattern right here. So we were in this triangle pattern right there with lower highs right there, okay, and then higher lows. So that was forming a triangle, and if you know, when it forms a triangle, it reaches apex, and when it reaches apex, it either squeezes down or it squeezes up. So that's what happened. It squeezed down after the apex. So that's what happened. So we're in a downtrend right now, completely downtrend. Even when you look at the big picture, it's gradually going down, 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 down. So people can view it as a buying opportunity, or they can view it like, oh my gosh, I'm losing my butt. This is gonna crash, or whatever. So everyone's gonna view it differently. It just depends on what kind of opportunities you're looking for, or you view it as trash, or you view this as treasure. But as you can clearly see here, when it broke down, it was obvious it was gonna break downwards just because of this right here. I'm going to draw this horizontal line of when it hit bearish. So when this chart hit bearish right around this area, you can clearly see once it hit bearish, it broke downwards. So that is a total downwards bearish trend right there after it broke out of the apex. So that's what happened. So just because we had a nice little bounce, it still doesn't mean anything. And now if you draw a different picture, now it's even lower lows. That's even worse. So I don't even know at this point, because right here, the low is now lower like this. So maybe it could be doing something like that where it creates this kind of triangle right here, and eventually it might bounce up. So you just have to continue watching it. So that's where we're at right now. But until this 4-hour pops up above, I wouldn't even be interested right now unless you just feel like you're buying the dip and you're averaging your way, for cheaper prices or whatever. So that's why they call it dollar cost average. So your dollar cost can be averaged a little bit cheaper. Just depends on if you feel like this thing is going to go to 100 or 200 one day. I just don't see it right now, but I know the hype is there. It's kind of died out for now, but there is still hype around that, for it to go 100 or 200 or even higher, but it just doesn't look like it right now. It's just totally bearish. Look at that. Even the one day, is negative right there. It hit the negative. So I just don't see it right now. Let's look at GameStop here. GameStop. All right, GameStop, same situation. It's holding up 6% today, but as you can see, the big picture is totally bearish. Same situation. So I would be really careful around this area. It can drop back down to like $140, $150. So just be, aware of that it can still continue dropping. Just because it's holding around this area for one day, that does not mean that it's a reversal. You wait for the 4-hour and 1 day to cross back up to kind of give you validation of if it changing for you, or reversing. Let the 4-hour come back up here. Let the 1 day come back up here. But as you can clearly see, even the 1 day is just gradually building up negative energy. So negative energy. Just be aware, like when it's building up negative energy, the trend will show you like this. Negative energy down, it will come up just to trap you and continue on the way down, and then kind of come up just to trap you and then continue down. So that's that's a downwards trend right there. That's how people get trapped, and that's why people end up losing money, because they don't recognize that it's a complete downtrend. But sometimes people do get rewarded when they buy on the downtrend and it ends up reversing for them. So everybody has their own strategy, and everybody can win. It just depends on how you are looking at these things. But right now, I just see a double top right there. Double top is not good. One top there, two tops there. It hit this top, and then it hit the second top, meaning they try to push it up above compared to the first top, and it could not go any further. So they ended up, pushing it down instead. So the momentum is over, So that's what happened. Let's look at CAR, which is Avis. Avis is the latest meme stock that people have been pushing. I wouldn't even trust this at this point. I mean, how did you go to $500 and then now you're at $262? Like, are you really worth $262 right now, or do you need to pull back a little bit more before you can go back down to or go back up to on the uptrend again to try to revisit that $400 or $500 range? So that's kind of tough right now. Eventually this thing's gonna bounce and people are gonna try to push it back up to $300 or $400, but just not right now. You just need to be patient, and at $250 is so expensive now at this point, when a couple of months ago it was at $70, $80, so it's just been a crazy run for Avis, but kudos to them. But anyways, if you guys want me to cover any more stocks or meme stocks or just whatever, let me know and I'll cover them for you. But this one is just the meme stocks, But anyways, I will catch you guys next time. See ya.